So I was procrastinating on making my weekly video by scrolling through Twitter when I came across a bunch of tweets hating on YouTube. Upon further inspection, it seems there's a lot of fallout over the fact that YouTube has taken away monetization abilities for videos that don't meet a certain set of YouTube guidelines. According to my research, this information was brought to light recently by verified YouTuber Philip DeFranco. He's got over 4 million subs, so his video led to the hashtag YouTubeIsOverParty. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Matlock, the entrepreneur, and today I will be setting the record straight for anyone who was previously unaware of this, and telling you exactly what you should think about the issue. I mean, what I think. First off, 3 things that this is not. This is not censorship. Censorship is the practice of officially examining books, movies, etc. and suppressing unacceptable parts. For example, if the government came and forced YouTube to take down certain videos that contained content the government didn't like. But that's not what's happening here. The standard for what is and is not okay for a video to be monetized, that's been there for a while. As long as YouTube is consistent with upholding this standard with every video, then it isn't censorship. It's just the contract you agreed to when you clicked I agree to the terms of service. Should have read those, DeFranco! It'd be like if there was a billboard only for promoting city events. If I put a poster for my YouTube channel on that billboard and then they take it down, that's not censorship. I've just broken the rules. This is not new. Again, these rules have always been there. Everyone's freaking out and using this hashtag like there's no tomorrow. Like all the YouTubers are packing up and leaving. The thing they don't realize is that YouTube has been removing monetization abilities for a while now. At least a year by this point. A year ago, I posted a video on 9/11 and how we could learn from it. It's one of my most popular videos with over 500 views and 77 likes. And I was scrolling through my video manager a while back. Sometimes I'll forget to monetize my videos. If it's monetized, there's a green money sign. If it's not, there's a gray one. This was a gray one with a slash through it. And there was no explanation. I went to the page where you manage monetization, except I didn't because it didn't exist anymore. That's like 20 cents I didn't make. I wasn't really upset that it wasn't monetized. I was most upset about the fact that they didn't tell me. But the main reason this hashtag even exists is because now YouTube has changed that so that they'll send you a notification if your video gets demonetized and why it happened. Personally, I would have loved this like 8 months ago so that I could figure out what YouTube was doing and why and maybe make this video sooner. And third, this is not wrong. I think it's so funny how when people use a service for long enough and then lose access to it, they act like they were somehow entitled to it. Like when we all thought Twinkies were going extinct. You remember that? Everyone freaked out. I think there were even protests. It is our right as Americans to eat stuff that is bad for us. Give us back our Twinkies. But contrary to popular belief, outside of a contract that states it, nobody owes you anything. YouTube can do whatever they want. All that being said, let me pull a full 180 here. 3 more things. This is censorship. What? Ryan, you literally just said that this isn't censorship. This is not censorship. Yes, I did. The policy that YouTube lays out states what is okay and is not okay for monetization. Sexual content, no. Extreme violence, no. Swearing, no. Drug promotion, no. Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, no. And I'll get to that later. Anyway, they've laid down the law, and as long as they do what they said they were going to do, then it isn't censorship. Just like the billboard we talked about earlier. If it only has city events and they make sure of that, then it's not censorship. They're just doing what they told you they were going to do in the beginning. If you'd read the terms of service. However, there is no real evidence that they're being consistent with these guidelines. I mean, so many people, including myself, are talking about how these rules have been there for at least a year. Years probably. But somehow, certain YouTubers are able to prosper through AdSense regardless of the fact that they use vulgar language in every single video. And for some reason my video, which referenced 9/11 only to say that we managed to help each other through that conflict and we should do so in future conflicts? No, we can't monetize that! Think of the children! Thing is, my content promoted peace and unity in times of fear, and I suspect that that mindset doesn't really work with the media. And I suspect that if people adopt that mindset, then media won't get as many views on content that preys on fear. And then of course, Google won't get any of the ad revenue from media outlets who are promoting fear, but that's none of my business. Thing is, YouTube has elected to pick and choose who they demonetize the videos of, making this list of rules less of a standard and more of a crutch they can lean on whenever we ask them why they demonetized our video. Under this list, most YouTubers should lose their monetization privileges. For example, let's look at some of the biggest YouTubers. Skyto's Minecraft, Language. The Fine Brothers, they have sketches with inappropriate themes and often have people react to very controversial things. Epic Rap Battles of History, definitely epic, definitely swears. Niga Higa. he might get off free. Smosh, every single one. PewDiePie, already talked about him. No matter what your niche is on YouTube, you fall under this category in some way, most likely. The gamers on YouTube, they rage quit all the time, and the language is very strong with them. Vloggers and reviewers both talk about current events or politics. Even live action filmmakers, like for example Rocket Jump. Language and violence aren't beneath them because those are the kind of videos they make and the videos that everyone loves them for. And again, the part including controversial subjects, that technically includes everybody, unless you do makeup tutorials and never talk about anything relevant. Anything qualifies as controversial because everything's controversial these days. In the Q&A video that I posted like a week ago, I briefly mentioned Trump and Hillary. Could you get any more controversial right now? Technically, I shouldn't be able to monetize that because it contains a controversial subject. But again, YouTube kind of picks and chooses whether or not they think your video's good. Everyone should lose monetization, but I don't see that happening. I don't have YouTube Red, so I'm very aware of the ads monetizing their videos. I don't know, it just seems weird to me that a commentator like DeFranco gets his videos demonetized over a YouTuber like PewDiePie who blatantly breaks one of the first rules in every video. It seems like YouTube is sending the message that they're okay with mindless Let's Plays, but not with thought-provoking commentary, but that's none of my business. I'm not hating on Let's Plays. In fact, one of my favorite YouTubers is Markiplier. But if YouTube wants to have these rules, they gotta be consistent, or it's censorship. This is new. While the rules have always been there, it's a more recent development that more and more people are getting their videos demonetized. YouTube has always been kind of sneaky when it comes to the changes they make towards creators. So it kind of takes a while for creators to talk to each other and get to the moment where they all say, wow, this stupid thing YouTube's doing has been happening to all of us. What in the world? Finally, this is still not wrong. Go ahead, hate me. I still think we kind of forget that YouTube is a free service and we don't pay for it, unless you have YouTube Red. Really, the only leverage we have is if all the creators, all at once, decided that they were going to pack up and leave and go to some other online video service. On the InnerTube podcast, it was either Josh or Kevin who said that everyone on YouTube has some problem with YouTube itself, and that if literally anyone were to come along and make an equal or better alternative to YouTube, then the YouTubers would migrate. And while YouTube has every right to do whatever they want, we have that same luxury. And as soon as someone realizes that and makes a working website that's either just as good or better, it's only a matter of time before YouTube really is over. Talking to you, Matthew. And when that day comes, we will all move over to this brand new service that's just as good, but not with the stupidity. And we'll definitely have a reason to throw a YouTube is over party. But that day is not today. And chances are in 2 weeks, people will be doing the same thing they were doing when YouTube removed video responses and also when we figured out that video burn was a thing. Absolutely nothing.